Alrighty, welcome back to Mildly Interesting. Starting off with number 19, my bathtub fills up with water from the ceiling. Wait, what? Hold on. Are you telling me that I could have posted my own bathtub and gotten 70,000 karma points on Reddit? What? That's the exact I'll be right back. I will be right. Join me as I take a walk to my bathroom. Hey everyone, welcome to my master bathroom. This seems like a pretty nice bathtub. You'd like to take a bath in it, wouldn't you probably? Even has a nice view out the window if you bring up the blinds. Well, too bad you can't, because the water comes in from the ceiling. Like an idiot. It drops down onto the flat bottom. You wanna see? Stupid. I'm getting wet right here, right now. There's water on the thing. There's water everywhere. Why is it designed like this? It's so dumb. Why? At least make it land on the freaking edge over. Stupid. There you go, 70,000 karma on Mildly Interesting. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Nice little detour. Wasn't expecting that to happen, but here we are. Make sure to get this video to 70,000 likes to make up for the fact that I could have had 70,000 karma from this. Number 18, this demonetized bust in my kid's book. Is this like a Where's Waldo book? And the police have discovered an illicit demonetizable substance in the suitcase. It's like in SpongeBob, when they drop references that adults can enjoy into something that is, it's mostly made for children, right? They can put this in there and the kids will have no idea what's going on at all, but then the adults can be like, isn't that funny? There's a bust going on in there. You don't know what a bust is. Sorry, child, and you're too young. You will never know because you will stay away from those sorts of things and you will be a nice, non-demonetizable adult. I dropped my headphones in the sand and all the iron collected on the magnets. Huh. Looks like your case has eyebrows now. Wait, that's the top thing. Eyebrows, God dang it. I can't believe you've done this. Lowercase I, can't believe you've done this. This twisting chimney. That's kind of fancy, actually. It seems like just very unnecessary to do. Just the person who commissioned the house is like, hey, how can we make our chimneys stand out a little bit? And the bricklayer's like, you really have to do this? Is it really necessary? Can't you just have a normal chimney? You're like the rest of your house, perfectly normal looking. Why have you chosen the chimney to go and make look absolutely wild? Okay, that's gonna be 20,000 pounds extra. Thanks, appreciate you. This moth my neighbor's dog found. That's just a cute photo. No, it's more mildly interesting that your dog has managed to pose with a moth on its snout and be okay with it than the fact that the moth is kind of gnarly. Why are dogs so much more fearless? Like, I'm sorry, even if I know it's a harmless moth, I don't particularly want it just resting on the tip of my nose. It's kind of creepy. Even just too much of a wuss. Your dog is way too brave for me. This duck passing by its own sign. Wood duck. The wood duck, or Carolina duck, I can speak, is a species of perching duck found in North America, the west coast of the United States and western Mexico. Wood ducks have a unique shape among ducks, a boxy crested head, a thin neck, and a long, broad tail. He's like, wait, am I supposed to be in there right now? You mean I'm not supposed to be on the outside? Please don't notice me, all right? I'm trying to make my escape. Okay, I've been in there for way too long. It's getting kind of cramped. I have the rest of the world to see. I gotta migrate. So can you just not tell anyone about this? No, don't post it on Reddit and show the entire internet, okay? Now I'm a fugitive. You did the one thing I requested you didn't do. God dang it. Life is hard as a duck. That is a beautiful specimen right there, though. Look at that. Look at those markings. I bet you get all the ladies. What a beautiful one. The amount of growing my snail has gotten done in under a year, from 4 centimeters to a 7 centimeter shell. That is an absolute unit of a snail. Do you actually have a pet snail? Is that a thing that people have? I guess they're underwater snails, but like just over water? Snails, do they, there was a snail that was just actually like attached to the outside roof of one of my decks, a roof deck. And it was just chilling there. I just thought I'd mention that. It looked more like the small one though. I'd be actually probably a little bit intimidated if there was a snail this large. I'd be like, did I just travel back in time to prehistoric era when there was way more oxygen in the atmosphere and like they got that big more often? Because I've got other things I got to worry about now too. So that means, does the shell actually like keep on expanding? It's like a hard thing, but you can keep, it's crazy. So it must grow in like those rings. I'm sure I could look this up if I cared to Google it. That'd make things a lot easier. I could go right here and be like, how does snail shell expand? But I would rather just hypothesize, even though the answer is known. Found these green army men doing yoga at a place we're renting. These are green army men for the 21st century, okay? They have adopted the activities of the new Gen Zers, which is going to be yoga, all right? I'm assuming green army men probably originated back in like World War I, World War II era. So fortunately, we have not had a world war in quite some time. And so these guys now have to adapt to the modern yoga era and assume some positions, which they seem to be doing with a very, very good form. Very flexible back. Very, very good headstand. Helps to have the helmet there. Good idea. Good call. Intelligent. This is the crow, right? Very strong. Incredible balance. And very, very much meditative. Breathe in, breathe out. Very good. Very good indeed. Good job, guys. This cat I met today has Sauron's eyes. What the heck? What the heck? Those are the gnarliest eyes I've ever seen in my entire life. I would, like, aside from the fact that I have never had a pet of my own because I feel like it's too much commitment and I don't do commitment, that sort of thing, this would be a problem. Because I would never be able to not look at my cat. My productivity would go down tremendously. But also at the same time, I'd have a fire Instagram page. So maybe I'm missing out on that. My cat could actually do all the work for me. I would never have to make videos anymore. All I would do is post images of my cat. And then, dude, okay. God, I have such a good idea for like a comedy movie. I feel like there's a way to do it really well. I feel like it's such a good idea, I almost don't want to share it, but I'll share it anyway, which is like, okay, so there are all these pet Instagram pages, and the owners have built businesses out of it, right? Like, that is their livelihood is their pets, and all the products and merchandise, and the Instagram, and this and that. What happens when the pet demonetizes, okay? So the premise is people who were pet influencers who have recently lost their pet, and it becomes a Weekend at Bernie's kind of thing, but it's with a pet, and I think it would be so good. Probably mostly relatable just for me, and it'd be less relatable and interesting to the rest of the world, but I think there'd be a good comedy way to do it. And please give me royalties if this actually gets made, because I do think it's a funny idea. All right, thank you. Or talk to me, and I'll be on board. I'll act in it or something like that. We got this. Sand sculpture I was lucky to see on my morning walk. Dude, that's actually really cool. Did you also sprinkle some powdered sugar on the top? So I'm trying to see, where did you get the white sand there? You bring a bucket along? You're like, you know how I can really spice up my sand sculpture? Just drip a bit of powdered sugar on the top of it to give it that snowy Christmas village effect. That is really cool, though. And then you just know with something like that, there's going to be some dick who just, after the person leaves, he's just like, I'm going to trample this just so that other people can't enjoy it. Someone will do that. God, I hope they didn't. But someone would do that. People suck. I'm getting unnecessarily mad at something that may or may not have even happened, but still, I'm just thinking it could have happened and the possibility makes me angry. I shouldn't get angry. I should appreciate it for what it is. My kitten has hearts behind her ears. That's very cute. That wouldn't be as distracting to me as Sauron eyes, but still, you might be able to make an Instagram out of that. You got to be thinking business-like for just about everything that presents itself to you in this modern world, all right? You can monetize your pets. Make sure you do it. Make sure you start an Instagram profile for your cat with the two hearts behind the ears. I don't know the clever title, clever username, the clever name for your cat, but there's a way to leverage this, all right? Don't miss out. I'm the worst. My statue of Zeus broke, and now he looks like he's throwing someone a roll of toilet paper. He's doing the world a real service here, okay? Because, you know, if that's ever happened to you. Fortunately, it has not happened to me in a public bathroom because, that would be actually the end of the world. But, bro, I feel empathy for you. If you have ever gone into a public bathroom, let it out, only to discover there's no toilet paper. What am I going to do right now? Zeus, don't worry. He's here for you. If he notices you in that situation, he'll act quick. And you'll just see a toilet paper roll materialize from nothing. You'll catch it because Zeus will make sure you caught it. And then you'll be safe. All right, Zeus is looking out for you even if no one else is. The shower in my hotel has a little cutout so you can turn it on before getting in. Honestly, every single shower ever should have this little pass-through. I get it. There's a chance that some water can kind of splash out. But, like, how many times do you experience a new shower setting? And it's like, okay, after you've gotten used to your shower for a while, you can kind of figure out what the optimum way is to work around the quirks so that you don't get wet while also not having to subject yourself to cold water. But if it's a new shower, you haven't quite figured that out yet. You're like, oh God, what the heck? How do I access this without freaking... Just do this. Oh my God, hotels, what a brilliant idea. That's so smart. I love this, the reach through. Wow. How did I never think of that? That's such a good idea. That's such an amazing idea. I love this so much. The ants in my garage built a bridge over my glue trap. Oh my God. And there's like no ants on there either. God, as much as I hate ants, and it happens every summer, like I am overdue. I'm ready for the ant invasion any day right now. You gotta respect their freaking intelligence. They are too good at what they do. They are amazing. Like, they learned that my bait traps were bait, and they stopped going for them. I don't know how that works. How did they suddenly decide that they just don't, like, in the beginning, they started going for it. Some of the ants, they got KO'd in the bait trap. Some of them got KO'd probably back at the hive. They're supposed to take the bait back to the hive and have it propagate to others. Nope. They just figured it out after a few ants, and they're like, don't go here. They set up some kind of invisible roadblock with pheromones or something, and now nobody goes to it anymore. And then they just, this was last summer, by the way, but then they just go elsewhere. They find another source to go for, but they're not interested in the bait. And then I set down further bait traps, and they just don't go for them. They learn. How did they learn? How are they this smart? And then they can build bridges over glue traps. We are going to be, if ants were human-sized, we would be screwed. They would demolish us. They would be smarter than us and just destroy us, and we'd be ruined. It's a good thing they're so small. It's tiny ceiling tile at my house. You know what? I can appreciate the perfectionism here. They could have just put in some caulking, but instead, they use the original material that should be there rather than skimping out on it. I dare you to find a caulking tutorial on YouTube that doesn't have a completely ruined comment section, okay? Because I've had to look up a caulking tutorial before, and it is impossible to find one where everyone is not instantly a 12-year-old in the comment section. It can't be done. The perfect symmetry of this plant. That is pretty cool, I'll give you that. How did you even notice that? Dang. Symmetry. God. Well played. I'll give you that one. Not bad. This general store sign showing that there is actually a difference between jelly and jam. What's the difference between jelly and jam? Preserves, made from cooking the whole fruit. Jam, made from cooking mashed fruit. Butter, made from cooking strained fruit pulp. I didn't know that was a thing. Jelly, made from cooking fruit juice. Huh. Okay, marmalade, made from the juice and peel of citrus fruits. I knew that marmalade is different because that's always a citrusy thing, orange or lemon or something like that, and it's more tart and stuff. But I wouldn't have been able to tell you what a preserve is. Cooking the whole fruit. And is mashed though? Like, that could still be the whole fruit, or is that you take off the peel and you mash that? Is the whole fruit include like, does it include the peel? Anyway, I usually just refer to everything as jam. And I'm wrong. My Uber driver offered a conversation menu for his ride. Ride menu. Fairbanks, Alaska. You know what? If I'm taking an Uber ride in Fairbanks, Alaska, I'll have a conversation there. I'll expect some interesting stuff going on. because I'm taking an Uber in Alaska. The road rage ride. I complain about every other driver of their vehicles and why they should be allowed on the road. The analyst ride. Something bother you? I listened with a sympathetic ear. Oh my God, the informative ride. I tell you as much as I can about Alaska and why you didn't stay here long enough to see the important stuff. Everyone's obviously a tourist if they're taking an Uber ride in Alaska. Restaurant ride. I talk about a variety of restaurants to help you decide where to eat. Sometimes I give you suggestions on which waitress to ask for. And the Simon & Garfunkel ride. Silence. Life's lessons. I share some of life's most essential lessons. I'll take it from someone in Alaska driving for Uber. You might have some lessons to share with me how you got to Alaska driving Uber. Political ride. Just kidding. The me ride. I tell you about me. While your picture taking a course in photography is giving me a solid foundation for snapping good pictures. Because we're in Alaska and you want pictures for Instagram. Not bad. I have a hereditary gap in my eyebrow. Huh. I want to know what relation is that person to you, but that's fascinating. I would have actually just thought that, I don't know, you got hit in the eyebrow when you were younger and it left a scar that hair wasn't growing out of. This is causing me to think differently about everyone who I ever see that has like a split eyebrow or something. I always thought that it was from banging your head on something that creates a scar. I didn't realize that you just get like genetically split eyebrows. It must be a dominant gene or something. It just gets passed down generation after generation, or you just both smacked your head in the same place when you were children. You happen to be related to each other. I don't know either way, but apparently this is the top mildly interesting post because it is odd. Huh. What do you know? What do you know? Eyebrow gaps are hereditary. The more you know. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this last month of Mildly Interesting. Make sure to like and get me to 70,000 likes so that I can feel better about not posting my own bathtub to the subreddit. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you want to listen to the music playing in the background right now, link is in the outro description on the Mirror Music channel. I'll see you next time.